Have you ever felt like you're fighting a silent war, one no one else can see? On the outside, you look in control. Inside, your mind is a battlefield. Regret, doubt, anxiety, shame, old voices fighting for space. The world sees your calm, but your real war is invisible. The truth? The most brutal fight isn't with the world. It's the struggle you face inside your own mind. Just one negative belief, I'm not good enough, I'll always fail, can poison everything if you let it grow. Most people spend years battling shadows no one else can see. The ancient Stoics saw this trap. They knew you can't control what happens, but you can always control your response. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In this video, you'll learn 7 brutal Stoic laws, practical tools to expose and destroy the most dangerous mental traps. Step by step, you'll discover how to break free from self-doubt, anxiety, and shame, and how to rewire your story for strength, resilience, and clarity. These aren't quick fixes, they're mindsets for a lifetime. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience or your biggest mental struggle below. Every comment you leave is a gift. Here, your voice matters. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as part of our own. This is more than a channel, it's a circle of strength. If you're ready to outgrow your old story, drop your affirmation in the comments. I am stronger than my negative thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe if you're ready to build a mind that can weather any storm. 1. You are not your thoughts. Your mind is a wild landscape. One minute it's bright and confident, the next stormy and anxious. If you believed every thought, you'd be 100 different people before lunch. Most of us never question this chaos. However, the Stoics recognized that thoughts are merely visitors, not permanent residents. They pass through, but they don't decide who you are. The real test is how you respond, not what appears in your head. Epictetus said it simply, it isn't events themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. The thoughts that whisper, I failed, or I'm not enough, or they left me because I'm broken, they feel real in the moment. But step back and you'll see these are just passing clouds, not unchangeable truths. The sky, your deeper self, remains clear and unchanged. Picture your mind as the sky above a changing world. Dark clouds may roll in, but the sky never disappears. You don't try to fight the weather, you let it move through, knowing it's temporary. Negative thoughts work the same way. Notice them, but don't let them set the climate of your life. Every cloud is a chance to practice steadiness. Try this. The next time a negative thought pulls at you, pause and write it down. Ask, is this absolutely true? What evidence is there? Will this matter in 5 years? What would Marcus Aurelius see if he looked at this thought? This process gives you distance. Say out loud, I'm having the thought that I failed, not I am a failure. That shift creates space between you and your story. That's where freedom lives. Over time, you'll notice a change. Fewer storms, more calm. You won't stop thoughts from appearing, but you'll stop letting them control your forecast. At Stoic Daily, we believe your mind is your training ground. You're not here to chase every thought, to master your response, one moment at a time. If you could see your thoughts for what they are, not what they feel like, how much lighter would your life become? Maybe the next step isn't to fight your mind, but to accept what passes through and respond with clarity. Ready to test that? Let's go deeper. 2. Stop arguing with reality. Why do some people face loss and rise stronger, while others stay trapped in bitterness and what if? The answer isn't in what happened, but in how we meet it. Are you weighed down by pain itself, or by the endless battle that it shouldn't have happened? Imagine a storm pounding outside. You could stand there cursing the sky, demanding the sun, or you could pull on your coat and get moving. It sounds obvious, yet most of us waste energy fighting what's already here, like arguing with thunder, hoping to shout it away. I once met a man who had lost everything: his career, his marriage, and even his health. For months, he replayed every regret, stuck in a story that life had betrayed him. But the day he chose to accept the storm, everything shifted. He moved cities, rebuilt, and years later said, "My real freedom began the day I stopped blaming the weather." His pain didn't vanish, but it no longer decided who he could become. The Stoics knew this psychological trap. Epictetus taught, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." Pain is inevitable, but suffering multiplies the moment you fight reality. Most negative thinking doesn't come from pain, but from refusing to accept it. Acceptance is not weakness. It's the first real act of courage. Try this. Every morning, notice something you're still resisting: a disappointment, a regret, a shouldn't be. Please write it down and ask, if I stopped fighting this, what could I do with that freed up energy? In the evening, reflect, did acceptance shift how I acted or how I felt today? Each day you accept the rain instead of demanding sunshine, you gain power to build, adapt, and live fully again. The Stoics called this amore fati, the love of fate, not because fate is gentle, but because fighting it is a weight you don't have to carry. At Stoic Daily, we believe your strength is born the moment you stop wrestling with the past and start using reality as fuel. If there's a moment or event you wish you could erase but can't, what's one possibility that true acceptance could open for you now? Share your experience below. If acceptance is your first freedom, what do you do when emotion still roars back louder than reason? That's where the next law begins. 3. Don't trust the first emotion. Have you ever felt a surge of anger, fear, or jealousy and let it drive your subsequent words or actions or your next mistake? You're not alone. The world tells us to follow our gut, but the Stoics saw through that illusion. The first emotion is often a spark, not the whole fire, a warning, but rarely the truth. Picture emotions as ocean waves. The first one hits hard and wild. If you react immediately, you risk being pulled under, tossed by the storm inside. But if you wait, if you breathe and observe, the wave passes, and what's left is clarity. The water settles. You see the real issue, not just the splash. Marcus Aurelius, who kept calm through wars and betrayals, wrote, "The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are." Even an emperor needed reminding. Don't let a flash of feeling control a lifetime of consequences. Try this. Next time a strong emotion hits, anger, anxiety, or hurt, pause. Name it honestly. I'm feeling angry, but that doesn't make me right. I'm hurt, but maybe it wasn't meant that way. Then give it space, an hour, a day, until the wave settles. Notice what changes in you. Does clarity return? Does your body feel lighter? Do you see options you missed at first? Ask, if I act now, am I led by wisdom or just a knee-jerk reaction? Practice the Stoic view from above. Zoom out from your moment of pain or outrage. If you could see your whole story from 1,000 feet up, would this one feeling still rule your choices? Would you still want to react? Or would you see it as just a brief weather system passing through your life? Emotions are signals, not commands. You are not weak for feeling them. Wisdom is learning to create space between feeling and action. At Stoic Daily, we believe emotional mastery isn't about being cold. It's about being clear. Give yourself time. Let your response come from strength, not from the spark of the first feeling. What's one moment where waiting just a little longer might have changed everything for you? Or could it change everything next time? Let's keep going. The next law helps you rewrite your story from the inside out. 4. Rewrite the story in your head. Ever notice how a simple moment, a short text, a cold response, being left out, can send your mind spinning for hours? It's not the moment itself that causes the pain. It's the story your mind instantly builds around it. Our brains are relentless storytellers, often turning minor facts into full-blown tragedies. It isn't the delay, the silence, or the forgotten invitation that stings. It's the meaning we attach. They don't care. I'll always be left behind. I'm not good enough. Pain multiplies not from reality, but from the fiction we let our minds create. Marcus Aurelius named this trap, "If any external thing pains you, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Life is a blank page, and every setback tempts your mind to grab the old pen and rewrite the same sad script. But what if you stopped letting your fears and your past hold the pen? What if you chose to author something new, even after being hurt? Try this. Next time something stings, a rejection, a loss, a disappointment, pause. Write down just the raw fact. Then write the story your mind adds on top. Challenge it. Do I know this is true? Could there be another reason? If someone I loved were in my shoes, would I see them this way? These questions turn on the lights. Suddenly, the old ghosts lose their power, and you reclaim the plot. The Stoic mindset is simple. You are not the story, you are the author. Each thought is just a rough draft, not a prophecy. Use your mind to heal, not to harm. Every time you question a painful story, you reclaim the ending and your freedom. At Stoic Daily, we believe every thought is just a first draft. You hold the power to rewrite your mind and your future. What's one story your mind keeps repeating that you're ready to edit? And what new ending can you write today? The next law illustrates how your environment subtly influences the stories you tell yourself. 5. Your environment feeds your inner dialogue. If you keep planting weeds in a garden, don't be surprised when it chokes out every flower. Your mind is no different. Even the strongest willpower can be suffocated if your environment poisons your thoughts drip by drip, day after day. Look around. Who shapes the weather in your mind? The voices you allow, friends, family, media, even strangers online, create your mental climate. Surrounded by drama, gossip, endless noise, your thoughts echo that chaos, sometimes before you realize it. Seneca warned, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve." Mental hygiene isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for survival. If your mind is a garden, every person or influence is planting seeds. The question is, will those seeds bear fruit or just thorns? Every toxic scroll through social media is like letting strangers dump trash in your living room. A cluttered desk, a noisy house, or a messy space isn't just inconvenient. It quietly chips away at your focus and inner calm. The Stoics chose simplicity and order for a reason. Chaos outside breeds chaos within. Clarity and strength need space to grow. Try this. For 7 days, detox your environment. Step back from gossip, mute the drama, and unfollow any account that triggers anger or insecurity. Clean up one space you use every day. Invite only those who challenge, inspire, and sharpen you. By the end of the week, ask, did your mind quiet down? Did your energy rise? Did clarity return? The most incredible freedom is this: to become the architect of your own mental weather, no matter what storms rage outside. At Stoic Daily, we believe you become the architect of your mind by curating your surroundings. Order outside, stillness inside. If you could design your ideal mental garden, what would you pull out and what would you plant? Let's move forward and explore the power of rest and why you are not broken in the next law. 6. You're tired, not broken. How many times have you convinced yourself you're weak, broken, or losing your edge, when in reality, you're just running on empty? Most people blame themselves for negative thinking, but sometimes your mind is just like a well that's gone dry. You keep lowering the bucket, hoping for answers, but what you really need is rain. Exhaustion distorts reality. When your energy is low, even minor problems look like catastrophes. Imagine pushing a car up a hill after the tank has run out of fuel. No matter how strong your willpower is, the car won't move far until you refill it. Your energy, your clarity, even your hope work the same way. When you're depleted physically, emotionally, and spiritually, every little challenge becomes a mountain. Every conversation feels tense, and every small mistake feels like proof that you're failing. In those moments, your mind isn't telling the truth. It tells the story of a body and spirit that need rest. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. However, you only regain that power if you first replenish your reserves. Even the Stoics took time for stillness, for renewal, for letting their mind breathe again. Rest is not a retreat. It is preparation for your next act of courage. Try this tonight. Permit yourself to rest. Go to bed early. Step outside and take a quiet walk with no distractions. Say no to one draining obligation. Write down what's weighing on you, then set it aside until tomorrow. Notice how your breathing slows, how the noise in your mind softens when you permit yourself to stop holding everything together. Ask yourself, is this a real crisis or just fatigue talking? Most negative thoughts fade away, not because you solved them, but because you finally gave yourself what you'd been denying: compassion and care. Exhaustion is a signal, not a character flaw. The mind becomes kinder when the body is restored. At Stoic Daily, we believe your tiredness is not your enemy, but your teacher. Listen, refill, return stronger. When did you last choose rest over self-criticism? If you gave yourself that permission tonight, what might tomorrow look like? Take this pause with pride, because the final law will show you how gratitude renews the mind from the inside out. 7. Gratitude kills negativity. If negativity is a dark room, gratitude is the window that lets light in. When your mind is lost in not enough, the world shrinks to a narrow tunnel where nothing feels right, and every flaw is magnified. But the moment you choose gratitude, even for something small, you crack the tunnel wide open. Gratitude isn't just positive thinking, it's a weapon, sharp and real. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." When your mind focuses on what's missing, you can have everything and still feel empty. But name what's here, what's good, what you once wished for, and suddenly your heart remembers how rich you already are. Think of gratitude as your anchor in a storm. You don't pretend the wind isn't fierce or the rain isn't cold. You refuse to let the storm sweep you away. When life feels hardest, ask, what am I taking for granted right now? Who do I still have in my corner? What small thing is holding me steady today? Try this. Every morning or night, write down 3 small things you're grateful for: a warm meal, a good breath, a memory, a lesson, a person, even a moment of quiet. Watch how that ache in your chest loosens, how your mind starts to clear. Don't rush this. Let gratitude be your daily ritual, the act that grounds you in what's real and breaks the cycle of lack. Here's the truth. Negative thinking runs rampant when we forget our blessings and successes. But gratitude brings you back to reality, not with a fake smile, but as a steady reminder that even in pain, there is still light. Sometimes that anchor is the only thing that keeps you from drifting too far. At Stoic Daily, we believe gratitude is your armor. Practice it daily, especially when you feel like you have nothing left to give. If you could name just one thing you're grateful for, even on your worst day, what would it be? Drop it below and let's finish this journey together with a little more light. Rewire your mind. Reclaim your power. If you've made it to this point, you're already ahead of most. Not because your life is perfect, but because you chose awareness over autopilot. Growth doesn't begin with force. It starts with a simple honesty, a willingness to look at your own mind, then quietly show up for yourself. Even on the days when your thoughts try to drag you back down, you don't win the battle with negativity by chasing out every dark cloud. You become resilient by being the kind of person who learns to weather any storm. These 7 Stoic laws aren't hacks or magic. They're seeds you plant, anchors you return to, light you let in, and the habits you build day by day. Each time you reach for one, you're building a mind that can't be broken by circumstance. Remember, your mind is your most potent weapon, not because it never fails, but because you keep returning to it, training it, and reclaiming it, no matter how many setbacks you face. If no one told you today, you're doing better than you think. Not because it's easy, but because you're aware, and that awareness, that honesty, is always the first step toward change. If something shifted inside you, don't let it fade. I like this video, so it finds another silent fighter. Drop a comment. What was your favorite law? What quote stuck with you? Share the lesson with someone who needs a little more calm, and subscribe because we're building a resilient, stoic mind together. At Stoic Daily, we believe every act of clarity, silence, and courage rewires your mind for absolute freedom. Drop your affirmation below. My mind is my strongest weapon. Keep returning. This journey is just beginning. Stoic Philosophy Daily.